Okay, let's see. Um, what up, folks? How we doing? How are we doing? Of course I am, dude. How are you, Steel? What's up, Zandy? What's up, Bubbles? What's up, Jay? How we doing? Alrighty. We are gonna do some solo lane gaming. Rick Grimes wants some dodgy. Alright, bro. And dude, I made a I made a Walking Dead joke at this guy one time and he called me cringe. That shit actually hurt my feelings, bro. It is what it is. Sukium was crazy good, dude. I'm glad you liked it. What's up, Canada? What's up, Say? What's up, Nick? What's up, Stepson? How are you, bro? It's Newt solo. Alright. The fuck do I play into Newt solo? It's probably on hit, right? So I should match with range. I mean, it's always a good Baron game, I guess. Yeah, Baron's good. I have Apollo as well. It's looking like a Baron game. I guess to be fair though, LeFay got buffed. So let's play LeFay. We'll play buffed Faye.
Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah. How can you name? Yeah, dude, it wasn't a good joke, but I don't remember the joke honestly, but it wasn't a good one. But it was still like, I was trying to connect, It's Ricky Dicky Doodah Grimes, yup. Man, that's funny. Did I try Karen Aspect? I have not, but I have been told it sucks. Zap, man. Ooh. Dude, if we join forces, we will lose every single match together. He's Aspect Agi. We have Squinelius on Loki support. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, man. Guys, if the queues go especially bad, we are going to League of Legends, by the way. Yeah, no, I've been told Aspect is terrible. So yeah. I haven't played it, but like that doesn't get me super, super like trying to be like, yeah, let's play. GG, I forgot to take off Aspect.
Check your stores. I will need plenty more.
Dios mío. I think the problem. Oh, thank you for the follow, dude. I think the problem with the Aspect is just that like the damage increase is not enough. Like Baron Aspect is the only, I think, util character to damage pipeline. And when you have that type of thing, it's tricky to balance because usually if I'm a character and I'm getting util on my Aspect, think New Aspect, think Thor Aspect, think ones like that, they immediately get very strong because they get CC and value and some type of, added effects. The only aspects that are reverse really are Baron and Emoja, right? And now Charon. And when you lose CC, your damage potential and stuff has to be so much better than it was that like that's the only way it can be worth it. And Baron really didn't lose a lot of CC, and he just got like a ton of damage. So yeah.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, it's just very weak, and it's okay. Like I will give feedback directly, guys, to make sure it gets buffed, because obviously the game is good when new things are playable. They don't have to be OP, but they have to be playable. And I gave feedback on Morgan Le Fay, specifically on her passive aspect, or on her passive, not her aspect, excuse me. I gave feedback about the Le Fay needing a buff on her passive. It giving 1 int was too weak, and that got up to 2. So I wasn't the only person to give feedback on it, but I made sure to give feedback on that specifically, because I thought it was very important. So we do our best, boys, you know? It's Cowl Newt. Okay. My mid laner has been soloed at level 1.
The wicked blade.
Dark. That's not good.
Embrace the burning shroud.
Ooh. I want to get another rend on him. I think, well, I go tanky, but I think Aspect with Le Fay is not very good. So I don't go Aspect, I think is what you're asking. But I play base, but I build her, like, pretty tanky. It's my first time playing her post-buff. Oh man, this has been a brutal performance for me so far. Thanks, man. Oh no, those were Grimes who died that time. Rick Grimes! Gosh, this is not a good game so far. We are 0-3 already.
A spell most sinister.
No, I think the thing is I'm looking to hit him too much. Like high key. Because he is quick because of Cowl as well. Oh. He has Aegis? I didn't even notice. Oh, my bad. This is so tragic, dude. I'm playing this bad. I mean, I guess I got his Relic. I probably should not be fighting early in this lane anyways with Bluestone. That's okay. Poke him there. Pretty good. Ooh.
My plans have yet.
Okay, all good. Not good. Triggered, thank you so much for the prime, dude. How are you, bro? That's not a good start. It's okay, though.
Tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
It's a good kill.
Arise and crush them.
God, my buff, my rock clear is terrible. That's good, guys.
Spell most sinister.
Rick Grimes, you split. What the hell, dude? It's fine. At least we got the rocks.
Embrace the burning shroud. The wicked blade.
Okay, guys, as we get some damage, it'll be okay. I just need, like, cooldown and stuff right now badly. Ever get to max 3 first? Probably not. I'm just getting bodied though, this is embarrassing.
A curse of agony.
He is just layering the damage. Alright, well, we traded ults, I guess it's okay. I'm gonna try to kill him here. We just dashed, what a psycho.
From the heavens.
But I keep thinking this is Aspect New.
A spell most sinister.
Sunder down again. Or Aegis, excuse me. This is so
Your
heartbreaking.
right tower is under attack.
Well, we got a passive stack, guys. 2 in. W.
Ultimate is ready.
Embrace
That is the
burning
buff.
shroud.
One of the buffs. 2 extra in, boys, is not nothing. It is close, but it's not nothing.
Enemy ultimate down.
We'll get more in as the build
An ally has been
progresses,
slain.
and it'll be all good.
Kill.
I do need cooldown, though, now.
Triple kill.
Uh-oh.
Killing spree.
That's not good. He has Bancroft's Rush on Newt. What the heck?
A curse of agony.
Your middle tower is under attack. The enemy team has destroyed the
Can I
gold.
just kill him
Fury.
here?
Face the wrath of a sorceress
No
scorn.
way. Bruh, how are we losing gold when there's 2 here? There's 3 here and there's 2 on left and they get gold and us? And rocks? Ain't no way. What is this lobby? Oh, it is not looking good, boys. Tough.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Did superbly.
Your middle tower. is
I
under
must be
attack.
playing against the Savers, bro. I have like...
Taste the wicked blade.
Yeah.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Embrace the burning shroud.
Yeah, it's not good.
Draco Mortis.
I have Glenn and Abraham, bro. I have like, who do I even have? I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's just not good.
Kyuku, how did you miss the ult? How'd you miss the ult? How'd you miss the ult?
Double kill.
Yeah, just F6 at 10.
Power is for those who can take it.
Shut down. Your middle tower is under attack.
Bro, okay, my one doesn't work half the time. I'm so confused. Well, it's working, but
Your middle tower.
I guess I need to get him on the second. If my clone is never hitting him.
A spell most sinister.
Oh, fuck me, I missed. Dead. Rip.
You have been
My
slain.
plans have yet.
Oh my gosh, man. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, whatever, it's over. I mean, we're so far behind, I just have to try to make a play. Just missed. An epic card? Hell yeah, dude. Not really, Zets. I mean, sometimes, like, if you're into a range character, you want to match with a range just because it feels, like, kind of nice, but you really don't have to do that. Especially in ranked, I'm kind of just, like, picking characters to pick them.
Arise and crush them.
Your right tower is under attack. Your left tower is under attack.
Middle lane.
Draco Mortis.
Bro.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
Face the wrath of a sorceress scorned.
Okay, I think this is just, like, his build is not good, but he is just so far ahead, it's, like, crazy.
Arise and
That is so
crush
messed
them.
up.
Them all. Need time to retrieve
Rip.
my elixirs.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Understand.
This is so sad.
Your middle tower is under attack. An ally has been slain. Your right tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
I think Suki aspect is very, very weak.
Your right tower
It just doesn't. It's just not good. It's just the worst version of the regular god. I just would never do it.
Cupid? Hello? Anybody? Hello?
Who are you?
This guy's so annoying. Holy crap.
Embrace the burning shroud. Breaker mortis. Okay.
Your team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
All right, boys, we are level 9. It's not looking good.
On my way.
Killing spree.
I missed.
Slain.
Pain, dude. Dead.
Double hit.
We did superbly.
Not dead. Bro, look how much I'm hitting and I do no damage. Ay, ay, ay. What a mess. I'm down 4 levels.
Your team has destroyed a left
Their
enemy
lives are all
Rip.
forfeit. A curse of agony.
Excited for Gilga? Yeah, sure. I mean, I think he'll be fun. I don't, like, get too high or low for any character, honestly. But,
Embrace the burning shroud.
it is nice, dude, like, having seen Charon come in and stuff. It feels like, you know, I remember continuously, because I kept being asked about it in my stream for another release. I was like, hey, we have, like, 65 gods in. And I kind of kept just, like, repeating that number-ish. And we're, like, closer to, like, 75 now, I think. I don't know exactly our number, but it was more than I thought total, and that's what matters more to me. So I just look at characters kind of as like numbers to that, you know, and you know, all the god goal. So I don't really like value any one too much higher than that number value, but it is like cool, you know.
A spell most sinister.
Yeah, like bro, we can't do anything to this guy, by the way.
An ally has been slain.
Face the wrath of a sorceress
Under
spawned.
attack.
Taste the wicked flame. Embrace the burning shroud.
Shut down.
My plans have yet to be
Immortal.
realized.
Your left tower has been destroyed.
Tough.
Attack. Nature.
Your left tower is under attack. Slain. Your left tower is under attack. Double hit.
GG. Well, that's a rough start. Yeah, I mean that was fucking miserable, but at least it's over. Dude, the game got completely entered away, and there was just nothing I could do. Like, I've never had my lane just, like, so cooked from something I couldn't control so quickly. That was brutal. Too bad. Well, on to the next one. What up, baby? Uploading another Pred video? Honestly, dude, not really. I kind of just don't wanna. So, like, on my second channel, I'm uploading other stuff. Like, I just uploaded a League video today. I think the thing is, dude, with committing time into other games, I have to really, really like them. And if I'm gonna be doing uploads for them, I have to feel like there's a point. And, like, I don't mean this to sound harsh, but I feel like Pred is just kind of just like a cooked game in the sense of its content cycle is super slow. I'm not saying it has bad updates, I don't know, but its content cycle is super slow. I feel like it's... I'll give you an example. I was in a Pred stream the other day, and this guy was streaming Predecessor for 2 hours, okay? At the time. He was in queue for an hour and 25 minutes of that 2 hours. That's not my thing, you know what I mean?
Select your god.
Baron Samdi.
Yeah, I mean, it just like, you know, because when I played it, I enjoyed it for what it was, you know, but I didn't realize how slow things changed in it. And I feel like for MOBAs, you need to have constant updates if your game content is lower than the perceived, like, average. Do you know what I mean? So, like, for example, League has updates constantly, every, like, maybe twice, maybe once a month, so pretty often. And they're not a new hero or character every update, obviously. They do, like, 2 a year. But they have so many that they don't need to, you know what I mean? And they have such an established competitive and XYZ, right? For a game like that game, when they have, like, I don't know how many characters Pred has, but I think it's like 40. And they're adding characters super low, super slowly. It's like brutal, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if Smite 2, when they had 35 characters, added 2 characters a year. Dude, even if it was my favorite game in the world, I wouldn't play it, you know what I mean? I'd quit. 100%. Is Athena an underrated support? Um,
I am the master of
I wouldn't
life,
say so. I mean, I
god
think
of the
she's fine, but
crossroads,
there's just a lot
and
of
the
good supports.
soul of the
So,
party.
if you're picking it,
Make home
you know, by all means, but you probably have better picks that are just, like, gonna be up every game. So, that's probably what's going on.
well, hello there. Don't be glum. It's no problem.
Could you give your view on moving? Well, you know, as a creator and as somebody who's, like, plays competitive and stuff, that's what I play for, you know what I mean? So it was a no-brainer because obviously where people are, games are fun, and where people are not, games are not fun. Smite 1 had, at that point, really lost all of its steam and was continuing to. for the little bits I had left. So that was like an obvious decision. But obviously, this game is most fun when people are happy with it or happier with it,
Minions have
and that's
spawned.
been the case more recently overall. So I'm definitely happier with the game state now. But I mean, the game feels good, dude. Like a lot of characters in Smite 1 felt a bit weird. In hindsight, I didn't really realize it until I played this game, but this game feels good. I enjoy it. You know, obviously there's moments of Smite 1 that I really enjoyed and missed, but most of those moments had to do with the competitive scene, quite honestly with you. Like, I don't really miss much about Smite 1 except the more expanded competitive stuff. You know, if that was in Smite 2, which I think eventually it will be, I wouldn't, you know, I don't think I'll think about Smite 1 ever, you know, quite honestly. Because when you like are in the scene for a long time, you continue to play because of the players and the excitement and stuff. And if that's reciprocated in this game, even if it takes some time and it slowly is beginning to, you know, ultimately, like from a gameplay standpoint, you know, it is a new engine and stuff. Those things, by and large, are improved. A lot of optimization stuff has happened as well. So like, I'm not, and I did get a PC upgrade to be fair, so I'm not having like performance issues or anything like that, and so that's making it quite fun. Of course, Lazarus, how are you, bro?
Right back. Defend.
Thank you, dude. Ooh, I went blue stun this game. I normally don't go this, but I wanted to give it a go. He has conduit, so he's kind of just like out clearing me. But damage is good when we hit him. Just might have less space too, because you know he clears, or we clear less good. I forgot he's root immune in his one. I'm a bit of a bot there. I was like, I won, and he just walked it out. Oops. Well, great start. Hold that Zap, man. He's Rama aspect. Oh my gosh. Excited to tune in tomorrow for Smite Prime? Hell yeah, dude. Me too, man. Excited to play. It's gonna be a good time.
Enemy missing. Ta-da.
It's my jungler, Fjolnir. It's playing good.
Enemies incoming. Enemy missing left.
No clue, dude. That's just what it is.
Group up.
Oh, the party's this way.
Oh my gosh, this game is so over, by the way. Whoops. Doesn't matter. Nice. Dude, it's just 9-0 at 3.5 minutes. This is just domination. What is happening?
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're gonna shove right.
Ta-da.
Back here.
On my way.
I'm gonna go into Yogis. Normally I go Lifebinder, but this gives me some more mana sustain, which I like. What am I into again? Cab. Yep. Yeah, procs conduit too. It's pretty good.
Enemy missing left.
An enemy has been slain.
Completed. Bye.
reverse A to Z, how much would it take? Dude. A reverse a Z to A on Smite 1 right now, you have to understand, like, as more time passes, it gets pricier, you feel me? Because you have to think about it, like, these would be uploadable videos. They'd be required to be uploadable, and my channel has grown. So I couldn't just post 10-minute surrenders, and if I did, I'd have to stitch, like, multiple together. So I'd have to get, like, 3 10-minute surrenders, and I'd stitch that into one.
An enemy has been slain.
Bro, I don't know. It would be a lot. It would genuinely be a lot. But I'll say is the answer is more than you think. Not gonna lie. That shit would be miserable. At this point in time.
Unstoppable.
Problem with me ulting him is he's just gonna cabal out. So I'd rather just hit him.
An ally has been slain. Double kill.
Baby zoning.
Your middle tower is under attack.
It's actually crazy. He's just in his one the entire lane. This guy's unhittable. He's just running permanently. He's not even unhittable, but he just doesn't
Free
die.
your souls to the other side.
I'm dead. Oh, this is so goofy. Bro, I'm against a perma run around cab that I can't kill.
An enemy has been slain.
What's up, Duck
Your
Rooney?
right tower is under attack.
Tech, I mean, it's just a good pick. I don't know. I've been playing this god for a long time. And he's been very good for a long time. So if you like him, you know, by all means. But if you don't like the god, there's obviously plenty of good gods to
Your
play.
right tower is under
So,
attack.
up to you.
An enemy has been slain.
Thank you for the follow, dude.
Your right tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, he doesn't have any bad matchups, really. Is that an 08 zap? Yeah, it is.
Killing spree.
Oh, of course it's not immune that time. F me, man. Key.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Killing spree.
Come, the party's this way.
Zol. Thank you, Jay, for the follow. How are you, man?
Your team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
Team gets gold. Good job. I don't think he's gonna get on deadlock, dude. I think this was just a bad performance. Or a bad start. You don't want to say it's a bad performance because the game's not over, you know what I mean? Can still bring it back. He's got time.
Your middle
That's oh wow. I'm just waiting here. Yo, you guys gave me the worst call ever, by the way. Like, I just wanted to back, we're calling to gank, and then you guys just ditch. Like, what is that? Ah, whatever. Shove.
Chase the enemy.
I'm a victim.
Chase the enemy.
We'll go into breastplate.
Killing spree.
Go shove mid here.
An ally has been slain.
Closer to this wave. That wave's pushed. Bro, what is this wave state? Hello?
Ta-da.
Man, I got nothing either way. Rip. Bro, I'm actually just behind. What the hell? This is so annoying.
Ah.
The pyromancer.
Ah. It's time. Free your souls to the other side.
This is seriously giving me Loki solo and Smite 1 vibes like back in the day. He's actually doing nothing in this lane and he's just living. It sucks.
Ta-da.
Dead.
Ah.
Another strike.
Chase the enemy.
Your right tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree. Your right tower is under attack. Double kill. Shut down.
Behind us. Behind us.
Attack.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna stop hitting him. I think I'm just wasting my time.
Ta-da.
It's giving me absolutely nothing but a death, so just do some neutrals and keep it moving.
Ah. Ta-da.
Invest into my player profile? Oh yeah, dude.
An enemy has been slain.
Come. The party's this way. Ah.
For film, shove.
Free.
Nice.
Kill.
My doves.
Go into this, we'll go into Spectral, I guess. Yeah, this is like the normal build, yeah. I mean, I usually go Conduit instead of Bluestone, though.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Kind of regret
Your
not going
team
it,
has
but
destroyed a right
it's
enemy
all
tower.
good.
An enemy has been slain. On my way. slain. Double kill.
That's the first time I've actually been able to hit him this lane.
Free your souls to the others.
There's no Aegis.
Slain an enemy.
Oh, dude. Stopped running away one time. Shocker. Okay, we're gonna shove this wave. He's now 0-14, which isn't great, I will say. That's okay. I mean, I think it'll be fine.
Destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Alright, we're gonna get this wave shove again.
Your left tower is under attack.
Ta-da.
Okay, Spectral should be pretty strong. Are they on this? No. So we're trying to do it with Afro Baron. Alright, we'll give it a try. Yeah, I mean the damage is a little bad, but I did sunder it, so I guess it's okay.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
I guess we do get it. It's worth. Very rough we died across the map, but it's all good. Oh, I shouldn't have picked it up. I lost Brew. Whatever.
Defend middle lane.
So, Marmon, thank you for the follow. How are you?
Under attack. Your left tower has been destroyed.
This guy does have Aegis now.
Come, the party's this way.
Your left tower is under attack.
I couldn't turn in time. Rip.
Get away. Defend.
Ultimate is ready. Your right tower is under attack.
Hopefully we win a ritual. Be pretty good. Okay, looks like we'll win it. Nice. This guy should die. Nice.
An enemy
Not
has
bad.
been slain.
Capazol.
Your right tower is under attack.
Go into Brawlers, I guess. We need some anti-heal.
Attack the fire giant. Yes.
Is it actually good? Well, I think it fits pretty well with like a, you know, a Gilded Arrow build, and you're also getting extra gold now in your ADC role, right? With the passive, so I think it's definitely solid. You know, crit's very strong, so that is a crit build, right? And a lot of people don't love on-hit auto-attack builds as much because, what is it called? You know, it's basic attack power instead of just strength, which on some gods is a bit of a turnoff.
Has been slain.
And then the other thing is, like, if I'm playing ADC, I used to be going Warriors Axe a lot of games into Golden Blade, but Axe did get a bit weaker, so I'm probably not going Axe anymore. So, yeah. I think it's definitely, like, meta. It's pretty good.
An ally has
How
been
good is it
slain.
compared to other builds? I can't really comment, I don't know, but it's pretty strong.
Enemy ultimate down. Enemy ultimate down.
Try to just push mid. This is one down.
It's time. Free your souls to the others. Ta-da.
Slain an enemy.
Okay.
Ultimate is ready.
If we can get this tier 2, we're quite happy.
Ta-da.
Yeah. Cooked, boys. Bro, I am actually slowed for 13 years. Holy crap. Section 4, I think the Capriole was like a little too early. I didn't, yeah, I mean, they're full health though. I feel like they need to help me there. Like, I swear we kill them if they're dashing in. Both backliners dashed in there, no? I don't know. Thank you, Dashi, for the follow. How are you? That had to have been a good fight. There's no way. Like, I know I'm deep, but still. Rip, dude. We have brawlers now, so we have a bit of anti-heal at least for this, this Bancroft stuff. He's probably dead here. Try, he's cooked.
Enemy ultimate down.
Double kill.
Nice.
That was some top tier charming.
Yeah, I think we should just do gold.
Shut down.
Nice.
Enemy ultimate down.
Thank you, thank you. Nice to see you. I guess, I mean, I can't pull
Your
alone.
right tower is under attack.
Or I'll just go shove left, I guess. It's a bit weird. I would have just went right.
Ah!
Your right tower is under attack.
I guess I'll get this tier 2.
I like when these things
Destroy
fall.
the left enemy tower.
That's always to break to the other side.
Yeah, that'll be my my last soul game on the channel for a very long time, I will say. Probably won't see me playing it a ton. But glad we got a good video out of it, cause yeah, it's a lame pick.
Oh, the party's this way.
Oh, can still pull him. Okay, this should be game winning. Nice.
Ta-da.
Ultimate
It's
is
the
ready.
3 for 2. Actually, less good than I thought it would be. I thought that was like fucked for them. Could still be.
Ta-da.
It's bad. I guess that is his piece down. What is that damage?
Killing spree.
You got one shot. Holy. Guess he didn't have Aegis up, but still.
Ah!
Back off.
Back here we go. Bluestone.
It's time. Free your soul.
Beads.
Ta-da.
Okay. Back now. So pretty obvious.
Has been slain.
Alright, I think we just do fire. Should be free. I have no clue. Maybe. They don't really track stuff like that, so I guess we'll never know. Maybe I have to make like a YouTube video series of like world record in full caps, and it's like complete clickbait, but you know, I pretend I know.
Your team has destroyed the pyramid.
Attack the fire giant! Attack the fire giant!
Ta-da.
Poked him.
Attack.
He's like kind of out of this. It should be free.
Defend!
We have like really good posturing. I'm gonna get Merkleton most likely. Rama rolled, ulted as well. Bomb.
Destroyed the fire.
This should be good.
Face the enemy.
That is a lot.
Oh, the party's everywhere.
Aegis Sandal. I mean, that is good. Kind of trouble. Where is the, oh, he's here. What the fuck? Okay, why does ult thing go, my bad. Okay, that is like, that's gotta be a bug. How does ult thing go past us and he's behind? Hello, I was waiting for him. Alright, well, we do win, so GG. This cap shit was super annoying. I guess we were getting ganked a lot too, and I just have to stop fighting him. It's not worth it at all.
Your team has destroyed a middle in your left tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
GG. Ulted from mid?
Victory.
Oh, you mean the other way around? Yeah, why did I put the trail? That makes no sense to me, no? Like, I feel like the trail should be... Maybe you're right. That's very weird. I feel like the trail should just disappear then right away. I don't know, that was so just... I don't know, maybe that's just like a new moment for me. And I just have to kind of deal with it, but that was strange. 4 and 30 duo lane? That's not good. Yeah, it's nice it worked out a little bit. All good. Dude, I didn't feel it. That shit felt completely useless, honestly. I don't know. What's up, Chang'e? What happened to him? I don't know, dude. He had a bad matchup or something. Oh, people are signing up for OSL, or not OSL. Smite Prime, dude, bit by bit. Hell yeah. Guys, you have to sign up. It's tomorrow. Like, what the hell? Week 2 is tomorrow. Smite Prime tourney. mean, you have to have a team, but yeah. Okay. What do we pick?
Select your god.
Am I gonna win tomorrow or am I gonna lose? I think we'll win.
Let us put on a good show.
Yeah, I think we'll win. But you know, we'll see. It's never that simple. You have to play well and whatnot. So we'll see what we can do. I don't need an aura farm, dude. Oh, they got a good draft. Shit. Apparently, Quacked, it's like terrible, like unplayably bad. So, yeah, I don't know. Once it gets buffed, I guess. Bit of an off game. Yeah. No, I understand. Like sometimes that happens. Ooh, and you're on Kali. And when I think of you getting a rhythm, I think of picking Kali for sure. Okay, well, hopefully it goes well. Good luck. Sounds good. I don't know. Maybe. I need to like read the aspects like fully and stuff. I guess it's possible. So I don't know. Yeah, there was a Charon support with it.
So long as proper respect is shown, I can be a fierce ally.
Okay,
But those who desecrate my shrine will meet my vengeance!
so Merlin solo. I don't. I mean, I think a little bit, but like you lost the utility, so it's not really like a great trade, you know, because it wasn't by enough. Like anytime you have an aspect that's taking away util for damage, it needs to be a lot, or else it's just bad. So yeah. So guys, I'm gonna spoil what are the next YouTube videos. So tomorrow we have a Hercules video, and then the following day we have a Tank Merlin video. Those are the next two. So it should be fun. I'm ahead a little bit. Gonna try to go get a couple more tomorrow because I have a bit of a busy week.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, we'll get our 1. Actually full cleared, wow. Pretty surprised. I thought that would definitely go into his tower. Okay. No point in me trying to hit him in this lane. He's just gonna hide for now at least. So we'll just build a gold lead. No problem.
Going down!
Get this. Yeah, there was like a little, I think, hotfix update today or something. I'm not exactly sure. It wasn't anything like crazy.
Double kill.
Uh-oh.
Completed. There are more tricks going on somewhere. Your middle tower is under attack. An ally has been slain.
Oh man. It's tough. Well,
Your
this isn't
middle
looking too
tower
good.
is under attack.
I think Drumler is out of the game, sadly, but we'll see. I misclicked, oh no. Whoops. Shit. Doesn't matter too much.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Unless they're on rocks, they're not. Okay. That wasn't the right play. Going to Bankrupt's here. Actually, people have really wanted me to try Typhon's Heart. I'll give it a go. I mean, why not? Well, I mean, supports are not really supposed to have good scaling, but like that aspect specifically is supposed to, you know what I mean? It just kind of doesn't. And yeah. Especially like when you have a contrast of just like, hey, here's this guy that has a bit more util and good base damage. It's like, well, why wouldn't I just build that full tank, you know? And the answer is you just would. I'm also dead here. Oh man, what the fuck, dude? That was so tragic. 3 crossbolts? Yikes. How do you have so many? Is that just like the worst RNG ever for me? Yeah, it must be.
Your right
Tough.
tower is under attack. Enemy ultimate incoming! Your middle tower is under attack. Be careful left. An ally has been slain. Your right tower is under attack. Going down. Killing spree. An ally has been slain. Your
Back
middle
here?
tower is under attack.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It's probably just a numbers shift, honestly. That's probably all they'll do, and I'm imagining it'll be enough.
Your right tower is under attack. Light it up. Shut down. No more tricks from where that
Bro, I'm so far behind.
It is time to take my lead. We can deal with them another
I think
time.
if I have Bancrofts, I actually live to kill him. Rip. I don't think Typhon's Heart is like terrible, but like right now it is definitely going to be weaker in this instance. Unlucky, dude. Still got him. I fucked that up pretty bad. At least it worked. He's going into Sphere of Negation. I believe I'm dead here. Yeah, a little greedy by me. I mean, I got the camp, like, I kind of have to do something. Ooh, do I go Voidstone? Yeah, probably. Shit. Thank you, Ritual, for the follow. I think Sylvaspec kind of stinks, but maybe sometime.
Your left tower is under attack.
Got waved there. It's not cool. Is there anything here? Maybe.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, dude, if you jump down, I can help him.
An ally has been slain.
Bro, that is so troll, by the way. I literally would have killed Thor. He just had to walk to me.
An ally has been slain. Your left tower is under attack. There are more tricks from where that came from.
Did get the wave. Do I have enough for Voidstone? I will once I spawn. Alright, that's not that bad. Honestly, dude, I have not been watching Titan Talks. I don't want to say for the same reason, because it's not quite that, but like, I don't know. I guess it didn't really, it sort of lost its appeal. Like, I think the thing with Titan Talks, like, for me, was just that a lot of the Q&A ended up kind of being circular. And it was just like the same thing, so sort of like, well, what's the point? You know, it's not really their fault. Just sort of, you know, when is X thing coming out when they've already said they're not going to say, right? And it's like, well, you know, I just think it's probably like overdone Especially when some of the Titan talks are like, hey, we're going to talk about the patch that we've already talked about is coming out, and here are the things we're just repeating. Just kind of feels like there's not really a need to do that. So, yeah, I mean, to each their own. I still tab in every once in a while.
An ally has been slain.
Enemy ultimate down.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, is this up? No.
Your left tower is under attack.
This is up, though.
Enemy ultimate down. Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, the Bari's waiting. I've been double one.
Slain an enemy. The enemy team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
Cooked, boys.
There are more tricks from where that came from. Even in death,
Key.
I was.
We made him miss a full wave, though. It's not that bad. Super worth.
Slain.
Go into totem. That's where I usually go.
An enemy has left the game.
No idea, Duke. Yeah, I haven't really gone this item before, but its AI is like very weird.
An enemy has
Yeah, no,
returned.
literally. I feel like that would be fair to Quacks, yeah.
Your middle
Dunno.
tower is under attack.
It's no big deal. I think a lot of it, though, is just like when you have 3 talks a week for updates, it kind of like gets to you when you think about like, okay, you're like at least 27 of these Titan talks away from
Under attack.
any maybe news about like full release. But realistically, it's probably like you're closer to 60 Titan talks away from even mentioning it. If you put it like that, you're like, oh wow, you know? And it probably won't even really be mentioned seriously until like 100 of them from now, or 150 of them from now. And it's like, you put it that way, you're like, okay, well, is the news kind of just stuff you already know being rehashed, or no? So I guess you put it like that, it's like, dang. Well, scale-wise, it's probably just a bit too frequent.
Your left tower.
Or how am I tanking?
Your left tower.
So the dog was tanking? That's silly.
Freeze going down. Attack. Your left tower is under attack. Ha! Going somewhere? Death did not come swiftly. You have been slain.
It's about
Killing spree.
Enemies
Killing
incoming.
spree.
okay.
Your right tower is under attack. An ally has been slain.
Think Herc Seal's in a good spot? Yeah, probably. Everything else about him is like super overtuned though, so the god I think is in a pretty bad spot. I really don't know why he got buffed again. He was in a pretty good spot. You could argue is maybe even a bit too strong, but I'll say I think he was in a good spot and then he got buffed. Like very hard too. Yeah, don't really know what was with that one. It's very confusing. Bad guys are on the way.
Even in death, I was.
FF this one, boys. It's looking a little doomed. Yeah, I'm on it this week. It's ending, so rip, dude. But yeah.
Your right tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. All good. All right, I'll just like stay right.
The enemy
And I do have
team
totem
has
now, so we have
destroyed
some
the
pen.
goal. Your right tower is under attack. Going down. The flames stop.
Some good poke to him.
There are more tricks from where that came from. An enemy has been slain.
Nice job. Uh-oh. That wasn't a very good idea.
This transgression will be avenged.
Bro, why is the Thor here too? Okay, sure. Go into Helm here now.
Your middle tower is under attack. Killing spree. Going down.
Wiggled out of it. Damn. That's not good. The fuck?
Your middle tower is under attack.
That's very heartbreaking. Yeah.
Very well.
Bro, Merlin 1 did 500 damage? What the fuck? What's up, Inbound?
Your middle tower is
I think
under
Amma's
attack.
very good. Yeah, I think she got worse this patch, dude, unfortunately. The what is it? The God passive changing they did for her was terrible. So she got more auto attack damage but less tankiness, which I don't know how that happened because she like auto attackers need tankiness to auto attack or else they can't, you know what I mean? So I do think she got a little worse this patch for sure. And also her auto attacks don't feel great in this game with her dash being like buggy. But the big thing with Amma is pretty, I think, much hinging on a core concept, and if you don't like think this concept, you're not gonna think the god's good, and that's fine. But to me, this role is very much not a main character role right now, and that's fine, right? Games are usually dictated by jungle and sometimes dual lane, but primarily by jungle and usually like ADC. And if that's the case as a solo laner, you're probably going to be lower gold than junglers and especially ADCs with a role passive. So if you can play a character that has artificial tankiness in solo, you really want to have that because your role is going to be behind in gold and you will be less tanky than you'd want to be, because it's like if the ADC has 12k gold, you're not going to have 12k gold as a solo, you know what I mean? So Amma has the Mitch, she has the 1 for the util team stuff. That's very important. I think that's what makes Osiris and Ardio so good too, because OC has the passive and Ardio has the movement, right, which is like implied tankiness for just being like very hard to lock down. So that's stuff that makes tanks that aren't actually tankier, I think is a very valuable skill, which is like not super well founded. I think the only god that like I would say is in that blanket that I don't really put there is Oh man, I'm in combat. Heartbreaking. It would probably be like Achilles, and that's less because Achilles is a bad god, but it's just because he's more gankable than those other picks, and he's also a slower actual PvE farmer. So his laning phase is good, but his PvE is quite bad.
Your team has destroyed the left.
Team utility but tankiness? Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, like from a ranked perspective, is she really the best pick? I mean, it kind of depends. Like if you're trying to hard carry a game, no. I feel like looking at the game through a hard carry the game perspective is like very trappy though, and not super useful, honestly. So I try not to look at it through that way. What do I build here? Forgetting. Voidstone, Helm, Totem, Bancroft's Hootie. And yeah, of course, absolutely.
Retreat.
Who's your favorite god to play? Currently Anubis. Historically, it kind of changes all the time. Sometimes Thor, sometimes other stuff. Where solo's kind of irrelevant. I mean, like, okay, from a team POV, the lane that has one person that's semi-isolated, in theory, should be kind of irrelevant. But it really just depends. I mean, tanks were much better in Smite 1. They were just tankier, you know, so from that perspective, no, definitely not. They were a much better role overall. That doesn't mean tanks are terrible in this game. It just means they are not, like, as tanky. Their tankiness is a lot more from active items and stuff, which sometimes is completely useless, I'll be honest, but sometimes isn't. So it just kind of depends. I guess I can... Man, oh no. You're hunting me down like a wild dog. Heartbreaking. But yeah. Haven't seen me play Aspect Buffet. Yeah, I don't think it's good. It's like no range, not that tanky, and I don't think it's a lane winner either, necessarily, so it's like, what's the point?
Enemy ultimate down.
But yeah, so, like, yeah, I mean, the playstyle thing is really just like, you know, you're low econ, right? Like, you don't need as much gold as, like, a god like Mordred or something. Not that you're team fighting 24/7, you still want to prow your lane, but your clear speed is fine, so you can farm pretty safely. And if you do happen to get rocks, best case scenario, you take it further than most solo laners do. But if you don't, you can kind of just play to secure, run around the map, sunder stuff, and then just kind of get concentrated. And your team fights are just, hey, I have a 2 to absorb damage, and I'll be first in, first out, sometimes with my team, and you kind of just deathball it up. Yeah, it's a pretty similar concept to Guan. I mean, obviously Guan's way better, but that's just like Guan being good. Again, I do think she got worse this patch, though, because she's squishier. So even like a little bit of squishiness does feel bad. And also Axe got worse, which is her starter. It's still like fine, though. Still is definitely okay. They're looking for me, boys. That's not good. Ooh. We missed? Are we for real? Fuck. Wait, dude. I mean, I'm so far behind, right? He's up 2.5k with fire. Rip. Close, dude. There was a ton of reasons for this game to release. I think they did a bad job initially with the rollout, but I mean that doesn't take away from the point that it was a good idea. It just initially was executed bad, but again, that's like water under the bridge. You can't live in the past forever, you know?
Your middle phoenix has been destroyed.
Shits.
Your titan is under attack.
Wizard's big. Okay, we're actually fed now. Hold up. Oh, it's winnable. It's fine. Worth. Nice. So Hootie, go into Blink component. We're very strong now, honestly. Like, I can one-shot people, kind of. Yo, I still low-key feel like Bancroft's is just better with this build, though. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like a... It's kind of like a scuffed game, so I might be wrong, but... Yeah. I think ranked should be only solo queue. I think if people really, really cared about competitive and stuff, maybe it would work, but vast majority of players won't. And I don't think competitive is handled in a way that it would be doable. So the only time I've heard of solo queue being a thing only in a MOBA is I think Korea's server in League is solo queue in like Masters Plus or maybe Diamond Plus. I don't remember exactly where. And then in League, I think in EU and NA, and maybe other regions, it's solo queue and Challenger, but that actually got reverted this season, which had a lot of positive popularity, like positive feedback, excuse me. You understand what I mean. Yeah, I think like as a premise it can work, but you have to understand, dude, like for solo queue and rank to work as a broader appeal thing, the game needs to have more competitive focus, and they clearly have like I gotta be honest, guys, I really have disliked the way competitive has been managed in Smite, like in general, and I continue to. I think again, I've said this a billion times. How do you make competitive interesting? You make viewers want to watch it, and we've had issues with like stream bufferings and stuff a lot more recently, audio issues and stuff. That happens, but that doesn't help, obviously. But most importantly, this best of one Smite Prem format is just not good for viewers. That's the simplest way to put it. I think the best innovation to MOBAs recently has been the Fearless system. It's awesome for players to watch, and the fact that we only have Fearless in best of 3 in finals at the very end of a thing where there's just a tournament system and team names change all the time and people don't even bother signing up because it's so top heavy. It's like, it's just not good. I think definitely, you know, if there is an SPL and stuff, like, you know, obviously I think things will improve a ton. But for SPL to happen, what I'm worried about is like people will look at Smite Prime like flopping for a lot of people and say, hey, well, why would we have SPL when this is the case? Dude, when you have a closed bracket league and NAEU like crossplay, and you have a fearless system with actual stakes and standings and stuff, things change. But we never have had that. You know what I mean? Is the continuity still there? Not really, dude. I mean, after like the thing is like, and I don't really push for this, but the truth is for a lot of people, like there are teams that could get top 8 that will not sign up because they don't think they can win. You know what I mean? And I think that's a stupid and bad mindset. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like you're signing up for best of ones against good teams. I think if you could at least maybe play in best of 3s and have a chance for some like upwards movement, you know, more people would try, but people don't even really feel that, you know what I mean? And that's like, it's unfortunate, but again, I just think the best of one scene and thing is just such a bad system. I mean, I'll give you a context again. When you look at like the golden child of MOBA competitive, it is League, right? And EU did best of ones for their winter split, and it completely bombed. And they had a very big streaming team that was in that bracket that super surged their popularity. So even with a super surge of popularity, in the best of one format, the reviews and ratings and viewership tanked. So it's like, if it tanked with that thing, imagine that group of players wasn't in it. It would just be terrible. It's just that format, again, is bad for viewers. If something's bad for viewers, it doesn't work, you know? And that's really all it comes down to, you know? Not received well at all? Yeah. No, I know. And it's like, it's such a common sense thing to me, man, that it's just like kind of infuriating. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm hoping that, you know, eventually these things do kind of get taken into account. But it is a player base issue as well, don't get me wrong. Like I think um you know, I think SPL, I think the SPL players, to be honest, by and large, did not do a great job representing the game the best way, a lot of them, to be totally honest. I know that's kind of a touchy subject, but I do think that. I think when you had a team like the Valhalla Valks, how they were playing, like that was garbage. You know what I mean? Uh, you know, I think when you had talks about certain players in the league literally not caring because it didn't matter, that's garbage. You know what I mean? Now, granted, you should create more incentives for stuff like that to matter. I thought in-person SPL was a bad idea, but nonetheless, like, man, yeah, a lot of mistakes. Again, I'm not gonna smite one it up, but yeah, I'm not gonna smite one it up too much, but we do have like definitely an issue in the higher end scene with a lot of players just kind of being bums, to be honest. But ultimately, dude, the easiest way to fix that, or at least improve that, is you just have games of consequence frequently in a best of 3 format. I think that it's fearless. I really think that makes it fun for viewers. It makes it interesting for players, and that is what it is. The thing is, though, like you also have to realize, though, like there's not some increased expectation or professionalism in other games. It's just like the climate, and that is what it is. But if you create incentives to win, people will care. But yeah. You're assuming ambassadors are advocating for an SPL on the daily? I mean, not really, dude, because it's a new point. Like, I think there's very... I don't believe for a single second any of the devs at Hi-Rez who are publicly, like, present, be it Kilgoon or Clumsy or Hindu or anybody else, are, like, against an SPL. I think it's just more so that, similar to how they're not releasing the game fully, they won't do an SPL until the game is in a full release, you know what I mean? Or they won't even think about it. And like I understand the reasoning. I guess it just kind of comes down to what is the like release date of this game? Like what does that actually mean? Is the release date of this game when you have enough skins to feel like your new audience that comes in has a ton to buy when you're advertising and you know you can recoup a lot of what you spend? Maybe, you know what I mean? Like that's a totally viable thing. Is it a god amount that's abstract or fixed? You want to say I want to have 95 gods out, 105, whatever the case might be. I do think it's important that it happens sooner rather than later, but you know, like if SPL happened, or excuse me, if a game release happened next year, in the early part of next year, and then an SPL type of thing was announced, I think that'd be perfect. Like I think that'd be the best way they could do it. But I also think it's probably better to announce stuff like that earlier rather than later. And I would also say that them not announcing anything for a new game release or anything like that, or not new game release, but a full game release, probably indicates it's nowhere close. So I would say like early next year is very optimistic and probably not going to happen. But yeah. Got my... That's actually the exact opposite, bro. Not gonna lie. This guy will pick him dodgy, it's okay.
Select your god.
Osiris.
Do this. What's up, Tweakster? RDO should win it. You just have the ranged advantage with, like, frontline. So you can kind of deal with him pretty well. You're convinced? Good luck, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I try my best to promote things, but like, here's the thing, dude. Again, although I'm putting some stuff on high res with it, like, I'm also gonna go the other side. OSL. The players have ruined Athens already, like in my opinion, with OSL, and it's just like disappointing. These like dog shit skewed trades that are like clearly just like griefing teams and making other teams like way too strong completely ruins the point of a draft league. And at this point, like I think it's kind of just like cooked already, which is just like gross, you know? And that's completely a player issue. So, yeah. I totally agree, Quacked. I 100% agree. But again, that is never going to be able to happen in a best of one format, you know what I mean? Where different teams are being watched for different intervals of time. Everyone's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that system that's intrinsically shifty is never going to catch steam consistently because it can't. It's like designed not to, you know? Yeah, OSL just had a couple of like really awful skewed trades, and now all of a sudden I think there's a team with, let me see this roster. But mind you, I think week 2 just passed. I'm gonna read this roster out to you, and you're gonna let me find it. Shit, where the hell are rosters on this damn thing? Rosters here. Rosters link. There is a team with. Oh, it hasn't updated post trades. Oh, that's silly. Wait, has it? Gosh, I don't think it has. Wait, let me see. Trade. Yeah, I don't remember. I can't find it. I don't know. It's cooked though. The point is, there are some cooked teams that make no sense that would never be drafted, but they're just like all on the same team now. Basically, like some of the lower teams that had a good player just like gave up and traded away their best player for like a weaker player, and that was that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was pretty lame. Okay, I go into Axe or Bluestone. We'll go Axe still.
Very good.
Yeah, it's super lame.
Exemplary.
But I don't know.
Minions
Yeah.
have spawned.
Like, because that at the end of the day, that's just like a player issue, you know what I mean? But, you know. The Joust tourney, yeah, well, but that's like another point. It's like, should a Joust tourney have ever happened? I think $1 towards a Joust tourney is too much, you know what I mean? Like, genuinely. Like, that was ridiculous, you know what I mean? Like, that's just straight embezzlement at that point, surely. But it's for the exact same reason, you know? Except I would say it's probably even worse in that setting. Yeah, my Joust performance was not great.
I didn't know that start, man. My bad.
This lane is actually, like, not super
Zone will
easy.
never get mid, so yeah, that's left.
I mean, no Ymir lane as a melee god is super easy, to be fair. It's not, like, unplayable. You just have to play your range and whittle him down. Cherio would play this lane quite a bit back when he was still playing solo. He swapped to support again recently, but he was playing this in the prime kickoff scrims. He was with Benny Q and them. I played this lane as OC a couple of times, so I am used to it, and it is not fun. It's a lot harder than you think, because this kind of just happens, and it's like, well, what the hell, dude? It's like, why is this? Oh my gosh, are you for real?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, all good. We'll go into Golden Blade. Oh, thank you, dude. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're at least checking some stuff out.
Your left tower is under attack.
Retreat! Retreat right lane! Attack! Attack!
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Good job, guys, over there. Owning.
Willis just went right.
Well done. I am behind now, guys. Agni's making a bit of a mistake here, which is he's ganking, actually. Okay, might not be a mistake. Sucks. Try.
Yes. Your middle tower.
There's no agility relic has CC buffering in it, so if you get stunned, you still agility relic.
My way.
get any of the XP. Rip. Save ult. All good. Dude, not gonna lie, I feel like this is a bit of a brutal game for me. Seen some dodgy aspects solo. What do you know about that? Yeah, it's trash. I wouldn't do it. I think that's all you gotta know.
Found it all. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Found it all.
Probably kill her. She walks up.
It's a new broken thing. Who are these people, dude? Oh man. They're on some BS. JR and Leo. Oh man. let me tell you something. Those guys bring up the most garbage stuff ever and swear it's good all the time. Just gotta let that shit fall into the wind. Trust me, it'll save you some time. I'll give you an example. Geb base solo is so OP with Aspect. This was pre-Geb Aspect rework. It was picked one time, down 5 levels, and it was never spoken about again.
So Willick's on the she's on the go jump.
Look, bro. Sometimes you just gotta wonder, like, are people just bored? Usually, that's the case. Who do you think's the weakest solo right now? Like actual viable solo, probably like. I mean, base Guan Yu is garbage, but you just play Aspect and you have the ability to, so that's not really fair.
Keep up the relentless assault.
Gosh, who is? I actually don't. Used to be Wukong, and then he got a lot of buffs, so it's definitely not him. Hades got better. It's not him. He's not great, but he's not terrible. There's definitely a stinker out there. I'm just struggling to think of who it is, you know? Mulan's always considered bad. Well, she had gotten better, but yeah, I do think she's definitely weaker than she used to be. She definitely did top out a while ago. I don't think she's quite that bad, though. Even now, I mean, she does struggle with that safety issue. She can create a lead at the very least. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Bologna took a big fall, but she's definitely not, like, terrible. It's just she was very good, you know? Yeah, not too sure. Sobek was, like, a contender, but I think he's... I think Sobek's still near the bottom, but he's definitely a lot better post, conduit shift... Not conduit shift, passive shift. That helps a ton, and Sunder is, like, kind of buildable consistently in solo. That also helps him a good bit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think, like, if your solo is unable to farm, they're a bad character. They don't have to be a great farmer, but they have to be able to clear waves. And thankfully, most solos kind of can. But, you know, that's what makes the Kepris of the world so bad.
She's on the speed
And stuff, ultimately. It's less about their actual god damage, it's about their fight damage for clear and fight. How long since you tried maxing the one with base OC?
On my way.
It's been a while, I will say. Yeah, I haven't done it in a long time. I probably won't because I feel like if you're playing... So before there was like a big argument, I think, in Smite 1, when the lane was more closed, you know, like everything was smushed together, and I felt like you were constantly one-trading and actually shotgunning a lot of them. I just don't feel that happening as much. I think maybe if I was into like a Naja or something and I expected to, or even like a lane like this, I guess I probably could. But I don't know, man. I don't think the numbers have changed too much, but I have not felt the same impact from like a 1 in this game as I have a 2. And even in Smite 1, I think the 2 was always a very consistent leveling thing that you always could just do. So it's tricky. Because, like, I think... Ooh, this is not a good idea. Okay, just leave this fine. I think some of it just comes down to, like, the auto attack stat checkiness of OC in the laning phase is not actually as good as it once was. It's still strong for sure, but in Smite 1 you could kind of just like walk at somebody with no repercussions at all times. You can't actually do that as much in this game. Especially like with him losing a bit of prots just now. So you have to pick your spots a little bit more intelligently, I guess is the point. And having that ability poke to like create that health advantage to start with lets you get those auto attack trades off very easily. And it's just more range. I mean, I think that's probably why I'm biased. I just like the range advantage you always have. But it's probably okay.
On my way.
Yeah, Ajay, go mid.
Middle lane.
Thank you,
I'm
Quacks.
open 10, but
Appreciate it.
go mid.
Looked at them, they're all kind of playable.
Your middle tower.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair.
Completed.
I think really the only thing I would really like for this role is for Totem to give cooldown rate again permanently. This cooldown, like, stagnant buff, not really doing it. Ooh.
I'll dive this year.
So the thing is... Oh, my ult is not good. He lived? That's actually crazy. I did not play that well. Shove though. Lowest for him. That actually makes sense. Dude, honestly, like, I feel like Chalk just does nothing, you know? That was the big issue with him. I don't love him with Nemean. I feel like this kid is actually anti-Nemean, which I feel like you kind of want to have in a lot of builds. A lot of Chalk's play to me is just you build him kind of tanky. I feel like the full damage Chalk builds in solo do no damage, and you get so far behind with them. So you build Hybridy, Triton's got nerfed, and you just play to like eventually be strong with your Rain at level 20 with Aspect, right? But what's the big problem with that? How do you hit level 20, right? Like, games are just decided by then. Like, this game should be over. Like, if this game is played decently well, this game is over. I understand that not every game is one-sided, but the point is, the game is very snowball-y. If your power spike is required at your starter, I think you're just a bad character, you know what I mean? Like, gods like, you know, Uller, they might rely on a bluestone spike to an extent, but they do damage before then. That's the big difference. I think Chalk is waiting for a starter spike. And he feels like a deferred character until then. And then Wukong Aspect, yeah, Wukong Aspect is just terrible. I mean, there's just no upside of that pick. The Int build just gets so far behind. The double knock-up thing is so garbage and unnecessary, so yeah. Yeah, no, definitely, because at least there's upside, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, let's say I'm playing Anubis solo, like last game, you know, again, obviously it is ranked, yes, but if I'm at least getting resources put on me for me to die, and I'm inting, like, yeah, it's obviously sad, but I can at least, like, be competitive and farm. You know, I know you obviously play League and stuff, right? Like, if I'm playing a Tryndamere top, even if Tryndamere's not a meta character, I can always farm, you know what I mean? But if I'm playing Ivern top, how am I clearing a wave if I'm behind, you know what I mean? There's just no opportunity. And I feel like, you know, you need to at least be able to clear. Ideally, you're playing something that's decent at both, and there's enough characters that's doable. But yeah, like, you just need to be able to clear waves at the end of the day. This game, again, is really all about your first rocks for solo. It's really not even about your first rocks, but if you do take a fight on your first rocks, that will, like, maybe decide your game. but it's about those first few rituals. That Queen Naga, your first 18 minutes of the game, if played well or poorly, is probably going to decide who wins or loses. So if you have a character that can't farm in those minutes, like, it's a big problem. Because what's going to happen as well too as a solo, you're going to get leashed to fights 24/7. And I just screamed yesterday that I had such a terrible start. I played awfully on RDO against Clockton. We won the game, but I just got leashed to fights back and forth, and because I had a bad start, it like stuck with you, you know what I mean? And I was just behind all game, and it was terrible. But if I was ahead, I would have felt strong all game, and I didn't, you know. But if I was a character that couldn't farm, like, that was a player error. It wasn't a god error. If my god couldn't farm, I was fucked, you know, no matter what, even if I played it well. Still had shell for him, but yeah, I guess I didn't use it, so. For hits, all good.
One away, Chiron, you gonna kill him?
I mean, I'm okay. Is he okay? Should be. It's fine. Yeah, and that's like why mage junglers aren't picked, right? I don't know. I mean, I think Smite has always had a, pressure bias, so to speak, which makes sense. I think every MOBA does. And that's probably not a bad thing. But is there a way to make it less snowbally without making it, like, hard guardrails that just, like, prevent good play? I think so. I really think this game needs tankier objectives in camps, primarily. I think that's the easiest way to do it. I loved the prot camp in Smite 1. Not that it gave prots, but the actual design of it, and the Naga being like a tanky-ish objective on the side. That was like, not actually tanky, but you couldn't just do it in half a second. I think that's the big issue with the chess camp. If I see somebody as a laner on a chess camp, I don't contest it because it's already gone, you know? Same thing with, like, the duo lane buff and the mid camps, right? Like, how often, guys, do mid junglers fight on the same camp if one pairing gets there first? They never do. They just trade. I think this game incentivizes too much trading rather than actual contesting, and a lot of it just because things get popped, you know? That's probably what I would say. Like, it doesn't have to be a huge tick up, but like, I mean, do you invade a red buffs as a mid jungle ever in this game? No, you don't. You just get the neutrals, right? So that's probably, I think, the best way to find a way to, I think, make pressure feel meaningful, but also, like, incentivize actual, like, fighting on points. Because I think that is missing a little bit. I feel like there's a lot of negativity, community sentiment towards gods that are considered, like, low skill stat checky, like Vamana, and you said Nox and Arachne and whatnot, and you feel like they have a place in the game. What do you think about that? So, well, I wouldn't put those all in the same category. Like, I would never put Vamana and Nox in the same category. They're both disliked, but disliked for different reasons. Like, I think Nox's character design is honestly completely fine. I have no issues with the god. I think Nox was, like, generally only disliked because she is literally everything Baron support is right now. Except more everything ESET support is right now is a better example. Right? So it's a poking support that had a lot of CC, and that was very frustrating because it was full tank. Right? I think that's frustrating, and that shouldn't be rewarded. But it's the same way that Aphrodite was hated in Smite 1 by a lot of people, because of the support thing. I think if you make a god like Nox not a support and a mid laner that's actually viable as a mid laner, she would have very, very little dislike around her as a character. And the problem is that Smite 1 continuously pushed her to being a support without making her ever a viable mid, right? So yeah, I think Nox is a completely fine god. I would just pivot her to make sure she was a mid laner. And if she gets the support aspect, I don't know what to say. I think she will, which is sad, but I hope not. I really hope she gets a mid lane part 2 aspect, or like an aspect that makes her, like, gives her her old Smite 1 kit, like way back in the day when, the game was brand new. I never played it, so I think that'd be kind of interesting. even if the kit is like bad or whatever, like who cares? It's different, you know. And then with like Arachne and Vamana, yeah, I don't know. I don't really like. I didn't love Vamana, but I don't think those characters are like inherently bad. I think they're unpopular, obviously, partially because they don't work outside of Conquest, and even in Conquest they're usually pretty limited. But their actual character designs, like, yeah, they're maybe a bit polarizing, but like, you kind of need that in a game. You know what I mean? Like that's what variety is, whether you like it or not. Is there, in my mind, I feel like there's a bit of, you know, I love a character like Thor, and I hate a character like Vamano, let's say. But I would I like Thor as much if I knew gods I hated? You know what I mean, and vice versa. Would I hate Vamana as much if there wasn't a god like Thor that I really liked and I didn't have an option to try something else that I enjoyed? I think having enough characters to provide like a meaningful contrast, whether or not it resonates with everybody, is like important, you know? And like Set was very unpopular. I love Set. So it's like, I don't know. It's a MOBA, it's supposed to have fun picks. I think the most awesome thing about a god like Shiva or Vamana or Arachne or Bako, whatever it is, in like ranked or in competitive, if there's like a good angle for that pick and it's like very rare, but it happens once every 100 games, that's like cool to me, you know what I mean? And that's super awesome, and that's what a fearless system in this game could do for gods like that. So even though I might not love them, like I don't like Mammon as a character, I think Umoja's not super cool either. But if they're like fringe gods that are like picked once in a while, like it is what it is, you know? And again, that's just my own preference. Like some people love Yemo, I just personally don't. And that's not even because of her kit, that's just because like Yemo and Smite was kind of just like a pro play jail god forever, and kind of continues to be. She's less of a problem in this game than she was in Smite 1 at her peak, so it's not as bad, but like, still the same idea. Which, you know, again, is maybe more of like a legacy thing than actual character design. Right, because like Hercules is a fun god, but he's been overbuffed, and now he feels like polarizing a bit. When his god design is fine, it's just like strong, you know? I think Tyr would be problematic. No, not really. There's so much displacement immunity in this game, you know, and his laning phase would be, I don't think, super easy. Like, if you play Tyr into a Yorm with time to kill being down, I mean, you're just going to go 0-50. Whereas before in Smite 1, you could at least, like, kind of survive the lane because you were tanky enough to just, like, deal with it, you know? Nice job, guys.
Victory.
What do you think about Tia? Awesome God probably won't come out until next year at the earliest, which is unlucky, but it's all good. Is a-okay. Folks, this is a short one, and I apologize for what I'm about to do, but I think I am going to call it there. I am going to eat and stuff, and I am like more tired than I thought. I was recording videos all day today, earlier, and I was like, yeah, I can stream. I'm going to have like high energy, and I'm like low-key going to die if I stream forever. So I'm just going to go do some studying and stuff. And no, don't apologize at all. You're good. Thank you, Jungler, so much for the Prime, dude. I appreciate you guys. What's up, Wolfine? Sorry about that. We're going to give Barrow a raid, and I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys super duper soon. And hey, at least we won some games, so 2-2. Not bad. And Smite Prime tomorrow at noon, guys. Be there. Me, Barrow, Zap, Prod will all be streaming, as well as Smite Prime channel, Smite Game, and other creators/players. So check that out, dude. Vladimir, thank you for the Prime as well, dude. I'll see you guys super duper soon. Have a wonderful one.